What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today, and today we are going to be discussing none other than the Scottish psychopath, the WWE champion. All right, let me stop with the accent. I apologize. Nonetheless, we're talking about the current WWE champion, one of my favorite wrestlers, Drew freaking McIntyre. And as you see by the intro clip, yeah, he don't play around, folks. No. He Claymore and he Claymore. We're gonna put it like that. All right, we gonna. I don't want to take a visit to Claymore country myself, but this video was recommended by some fans, so we're gonna dive in. So today's topic is: was Drew McIntyre natural or not upon his WWE return? Those of you who remember Drew McIntyre in his initial run with WWE in the 2010, 2011, 12, 13, in those years, that he's very tall, I think he's 6'6", I believe. I'm not too sure, but I think he's 6'6". But he's always had a natural muscular frame. Even in his earlier days, in the early NXT days, when it was FCW, he had a little wiry frame, but always had a lean muscle tone to his physique. Okay, and then he's released in 2014 from WWE and went on the indie circuit, and then you saw a change in his physique. You saw him adding more muscularity. You saw him adding more muscle maturity. You saw him getting more vascular, just this massive monster type of guy, that we didn't see in his body ever. So it begs the question, was he natural or was he not? And personally, do I think he's natural? Yes, I do think Drew McIntyre is natural. I don't believe he's taken his performance enhancers. I don't think he has in the past. If you look at his physique, it's a gradual progression of muscle maturity and muscle density the older you get. People saying he's been wrestling for, I believe he said 15 years, and he's only 35. So he's wrestling since he was 19, 20 years old. And his body was very immature and young at that point. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't weight training as hard as he is now. So, and you can go to some interviews and he'll probably confirm that too. So, I mean, like I said, I don't think he is unnatural now. If you look at his physique now, it's a lot of chest development, shoulder development, bicep development, tricep development, real high emphasis on upper body. But the way Drew McIntyre moves for being a guy his size, you could tell his training is not only a physique or hypertrophy type training, but it also is strength and conditioning and explosion. Because in order for him to do his finisher, the Claymore kick, he has to have a good amount of explosion off of one leg to project himself to whoever he's kicking. He has to have endurance. Drew McIntyre's matches aren't necessarily short. They're not necessarily long. Some of his matches go 5, some go 20, 25 minutes. And he has to have the cardiovascular endurance for that. So I'm not saying that just because you're unnatural, you're not going to have cardio. No, I'm not correlating that whatsoever. I'm just saying that if you analyze Drew McIntyre's physique and how he performs, that his physique is a natural-based physique. You can build the amount of muscle the older you get by having muscle maturity. A lot of people do not preach this and talk about this in their videos, is muscle maturity. The older you get as a male, if you stay natural, all right, or if you go enhance, either one, but for natural athletes, if you stay natural and you progressively overload your physique and you progressively change up training, keep the body guessing, also your nutrition is on point too as well, you will see a change in your physique. So Drew McIntyre being 35 now and having this top tier physique, he's at his peak moment. I believe this is his peak physique. This is the best he's gonna look until he retires naturally. If he decides to go enhance later in his career, which some wrestlers have done, then that's his choice. But do I think he's unnatural now? No. I do think Drew McIntyre was natural in the indies when he left WWE, and I do believe he just slowly progressed his physique. Because if you look at it, it's a 3-year time span, 2014, 2017, before he came back to NXT. His physique grew in 3 years, which is a natural progression. You can grow your physique in 3 years if you're consistent, have great training, and have awesome nutrition. So with all that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in for another great video today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all my wonderful content. And you know what we got to do before we leave out here. We got to flex for the one time. And we're going to shout out to Drew McIntyre, boy. Keep up the good work, man.
Perfections in my thought, no imperfections in my grind. You see, I got a little buzz, the people ran off. Got a little fame and they mind got lost like I wasn't in the room. My brothers and my cousins playing Yu-Gi-Oh! When the lights